Welcome students, this is the continuation of matter and materials chapter. In the previous class we have learnt grains. In this class we are going to learn household goods, floating and sinking, solubility of solids in water and mixing. First, household goods. What are household goods? The goods that are found in a house permanently are called household goods. For example, sofa, table. So these are furnitures, kitchenware, clothes, towels, beddings, booths and electronic goods like TV, washing machine, AC, refrigerator, etc. So these are the products that we use in our house. So they are found in a house permanently. So these things are called household goods. Household things in the olden days. So see, they are using different things in the olden days. So in modern days we are using coffee maker, blender. So these devices we are using in the modern days. So these are household goods in the modern days. Floating and sinking. So I am going to ask one question. What happens if you put a coin and an empty water bottle in water? Take a coin and an empty water bottle and put these two things in water. Then what happens? You could have seen that coin sinks and the empty water bottle floats. Because the weight of the coin is greater than the weight of the empty water bottle. So that means the weight of the empty water bottle is lesser than the weight of the coin. So the coin sinks and empty water bottle floats. Some objects float in water while others sinks. Whether an object floats or sinks is determined by its density. So, due to its density, an object will float or sink. When an object is immersed in a liquid, the liquid exerts an upward force on the object. It is known as upthrust. See, when an object is immersed in a liquid, the liquid exerts an upward force on the object. This force is known as upthrust. So, the weight of the coin is greater than the upthrust and so the coin sinks. But it is less on the empty water bottle and so it floats. So, upthrust is the force, that is the liquid exerts an upward force on the object. So because of this, the coin sinks. The weight of the coin is greater than the upthrust, upward force exerted by the water. So the coin sinks. But it is less on the empty water bottle and so it floats. Okay, next. These are the things that float and sink. So next we are going to see solubility of solids in water. Take 3 beaker with water, then add salt in the first beaker, then sugar in the second beaker, so like sand in the third beaker. What happens? So in the first case, salt dissolves in the water, it disappears completely. So in the case of sugar also dissolved in the water. We cannot able to see the sugar particles in the water because it is fully dissolved, completely dissolved. So in the third case, The sand does not dissolve in the water. It settles down at the bottom of the beaker. So, from this, we know some substances completely dissolve in water. We say that these substances are soluble in water. For example, sugar, salt, substances are completely soluble, so completely dissolved in water. So these are the examples of soluble substances. Other substances do not dissolve in water even after we stir for a long time. For example, this sand is the example for insoluble substances because it does not dissolve in the water. So here another activity, take 3 beakers filled with water, add a small amount of sugar to the first beaker, sand to the second, and similarly add small amount of chalk powder to the third beaker. Stir the content with a glass rod. See, so here sugar is added in water, so there is no sugar particles because it disappears completely. In the second case, here we added chalk powder in water, so chalk powder settled at the bottom of the beaker, so we can see the chalk powder, so it is not dissolved. Next, in the third case, we added sand in the water. Sand is also not dissolved, so it settled down at the bottom of the beaker. So in this case, sugar is soluble, chalk powder and sand is insoluble. So sugar, salt are example for soluble substances. Sand, chalk powder are example of insoluble substances. So next we are going to see about mixing. Certain liquids are heavier than other liquids. So when we add both liquids together, when you attempt to mix liquids which have different densities, they separate when you stop mixing them. So actually when we add two different density of liquids, automatically they separate. So because liquids are heavier than other liquids, so the heavier liquid deposits at the bottom and the lighter liquid floats on the top because liquids have different density. One liquid is heavier and the another one is lighter. So here few examples of different density of liquids: vinegar in water, then coconut oil in water. So in this case, coconut oil is lighter than water, so it floats. So hope you all understood about household goods, floating and sinking, solubility of solids in water, then mixing. Thank you.